Hi, Tosin. How well do you think Chelsea have coped in the absence of your best bud, Cole Palmer?
Yeah, we're doing well. We obviously miss Cole Palmer. He is our best player, but again, we're doing very well. You saw João go into that number 10 role that Cole normally fills and do a great job over the weekend.
What do you make of Hato and how he's settled into Chelsea so far?
Yeah, very well. He's working incredibly hard every single day, learning our system and getting used to the way we play and English football. So we're all very happy with João.
What specific sort of assets do you see in him that you think can make the impact in English football and the Champions League?
To be honest, I think his all-round game is top. The way I've seen him go forward in training is amazing. The way he's composed and the way he brings that aggressivity into his game is something that is great to see.
We'll go to the gentleman. Okay, we'll go to Bobby Vincent then.
Hi Tosin. On Saturday when you were warming up, I spotted you sort of giving instructions to your teammates. How important is it as an experienced member of a squad is it to be a leading voice in the changing room?
Yeah, definitely. Even when I'm on the side of the pitch, I'm always trying to help, and the most important thing is getting the 3 points. So any details I can give to the boys off the pitch to help them perform is very important, and that's what I was doing on Saturday.
We'll go to the gentleman at the back row there.
Hi Tosin, I'm from the Netherlands. My name is Johan, nice to meet you. I wonder, what are your thoughts on Ajax, and did Jorel tell you they are struggling since he left lately?
No, he's not said they're struggling. We've watched a bit of them yesterday and saw how they play and what we expect from them. We're going to do the same again today to really analyse them and know what their strengths and weaknesses are when they come here tomorrow night.
Okay, but were you aware that they were struggling lately?
I've seen that they've not been performing to the highest of standards that Ajax have set previously, but I'm sure they're a great club and a great team full of good individuals that will continue to perform well.
Go to Gary in the second row here.
Hi mate, yeah, you do it regularly. I've noticed in Poland as well. In the final, you were in the technical area for most of the game, issuing instructions to the team, almost like a coach. Is that part of you? Is that in you? Is that something you'd like to do one day?
I am 28, but I'm not thinking about managing right now. 28 is not that old. It is something that's in me. It's part of my leadership role within the team, and I do the same when I'm on the pitch, and I'll continue to do the same off it as well.
And obviously that tournament, you made Team of the Year. Cole Palmer said you wanted to be Player of the Tournament. Any chance of making that in this tournament this time around?
Yeah, definitely. That's the aim, to perform at the highest of levels, to win this competition and also get those same accolades.
Thanks.
Nizar, front row, please.
Hi, I just wanted to ask you, with your leadership role in mind, what have you made of Josh Achimpong breaking through at 19? He's playing a bit more regularly, done Liverpool and then Nottingham Forest. What have you made of his performances, and have you said anything to him as sort of a leader and a defender yourself?
Yeah, whenever I know he's going to be on the pitch, I try to give him any support possible. Even every single day I'm on to him to make sure he's doing the right things, because when I was his age, I had people like Vincent Kompany doing the same for me. So I think it's very important to have somebody elder than you and performing at a higher level than you to be there to support you in any way possible.
And what's he good at, and what does he need to do to sort of go to the next level? What's the good things, and what does he need to do to take the next step as well?
Yeah, I think we can all see Josh's qualities. His qualities on the ball, especially when he's driving with the ball, is unmatched for me. He's the best at it, and he just needs to continue working the same way and keep that confidence. And with time, he's going to be a great player for us.
We'll have our last couple with Davide and we'll finish with Peter.
Hi, Tosin. Sorry for the voice, first of all. From a player perspective, how tough it is to play in this situation in which you have so many injured players, you don't know who's going to be available for a match day. How is it difficult to adapt?
It's not difficult. We have a squad full of amazing players, and no matter who is on the pitch, we always play well together, and we know what we need to do because we have a great system behind us.
It's just a matter of knowing the system then, be ready to jump in, be a starter if needed?
Yeah, that's exactly that. That's exactly why we have that system in place, so anyone can come in and perform at a high level, and that's what we all do.
Hi, Tosin. I know you've had a calf injury, so I was just wondering, first of all, how you are fitness-wise. And then secondly, there's been quite a few sort of muscle injuries for Chelsea so far at the start of the season. Of course, you had an unusual pre-season, which was pretty unprecedented. I was wondering if there's any worry within the camp about that, the fact that, there are these small injuries being picked up, and how you guys are feeling about it, basically.
Yeah, it's obviously not an ideal situation, having a few players picking up niggles, but we're all doing our best to be on the pitch to help each other and to help the club perform at a high level. We're all sacrificing ourselves. It obviously was an unusual pre-season and a long season. The back end of last season with the Club World Cup only finishing in July, but we're all doing our best to be out there on the pitch.
Is that something you worry about for the rest of the season as well?
Well, what we do is we look at the next games and we look at the upcoming times and see what we can do from there. We all try to, like I just said, we all try to be on the pitch as soon as possible.
Hi, Tosin. We've spoken to the manager a number of times in the last few weeks about Chelsea's disciplinary issues or potential disciplinary issues, lots of yellows, cards, particularly red cards. I just wondered from your perspective whether that's something that you would say at the moment is a problem for the club and something that they need to address.
No, I wouldn't say it's a problem. If you look at all the incidents, they're all very different. They've all come at different times of the games. It's obviously not ideal, but it's something that we're not worried about and something that won't continue.
Particularly on the red cards, do you maybe feel that the way that those red cards have happened has not been the same as kind of like someone crunching in with a slide challenge? It's been kind of incidental moments in games.
Yeah, like you just said, they've been incidental moments. If you look at the last one, it was just a slightly mistimed tackle. He tried his best to get to the ball. He didn't manage to do so, so it was just one of those moments.
Tosin, the manager just said he doesn't like to punish players if they're sent off, but there's an internal fine system between the squad. I just wondered if you knew how much had been raised for the Christmas party so far.
Yeah, that's something that will stay between us.
A big party at least.
We'll see.
How have you personally found the step up to the Champions League? I think we spoke to you after the Bayern Munich game, which was a good performance, maybe a bit of a learning experience in terms of the way they played against you. How have you found it a couple of games in?
Yeah, obviously the Bayern game didn't go our way. We put in a good performance, but again, at that level, you can't afford to give away goals the way we did. And then we came back to Stamford Bridge and got a great result against Benfica.
We'll go to Matt.
Hi, Tosin. There's a strange stat that came out the weekend. I don't know if you're aware of it, that you are the first player now aged 28 or over to be selected by Enzo Maresca for Chelsea since he was at the club. That's how young the squad is. First of all, were you aware of that?
Yeah, I was just informed of that earlier today, actually. Yeah, it's an interesting stat, but yeah, I'm happy to be the first one, 28, age 28.
You're in broad terms, you're a relatively young player, but at Chelsea, you're an old player.
I wouldn't call myself an old player at 28.
Well, you're the oldest in the first team squad.
Yeah, I'm the eldest here, but I wouldn't call myself an old player. It's a young team.
Do you feel old among all the kids, or do you feel kind of similar age to them, even though you're older than them?
I feel my age. I feel 28 years of age. It's a great age, and I've still got a long way to go in the game. I think 28 is a great age to start kicking on and doing great things.
And do you, just finally on this, do you at all worry that your age will ever make it difficult for you here because the club seem to focus so much on youth?
No, not at all. As long as you play at a high level and perform well, I don't think it matters on your age. Like you can see, if you're a young player, age 19, like Josh is when he was performing on the weekend, you can come and play for this club. So for me, it doesn't matter what your age is, as long as you're giving your all for the club and playing at a high level.